Well, hello there! A couple of months ago we did a video about our Brexodus, how we left the UK and moved to Belgium. And we thought today we'd share a couple of things that we miss about living in the UK.
Obviously we are missing all our friends back in the UK, and apart from that there's also our jobs and our professional life that we really enjoyed there before we moved. But there are a couple of other things that might not be so obvious and that we do really miss. So here are 5 things we definitely miss about the UK.
Number 1. Queuing.
In the UK it's like a sport. Whenever there is somewhere where you have to queue, people stand in a really neat, orderly line with actually usually quite a bit of space in between people. Not so much in Belgium.
Before we moved to the UK we visited Oxford and we thought it was so interesting to see people properly line up for a bus stop. Thought it was actually so interesting that we took a picture of it. So over here in Belgium at a bus stop, people just gather in a mass. Whoever gets on the bus first, it's potluck.
Yeah, it's pretty much bus arrives, doors open, and everybody tries to get to the front.
We don't like that. Same thing in shops. People just really aren't good at queuing, and we like the nice politeness of British queuing. Admittedly, with the whole coronavirus, people have been queuing a bit better, but now that restrictions are
Starting to ease and disappear.
people are again breathing down your neck in shops. Blech.
Number 2 is one I never thought I'd mention. Insurance companies and insurance. It's ridiculous. Over here in Belgium at the moment we're currently renting. The insurance just on our content alone is more expensive than content and house back in the UK. It's nuts! Plus also it's not covered for nearly as much as it was over there. To make matters worse, in Belgium it is extremely difficult to switch insurance companies. In the UK, fill out your details on a comparison website, you get like all the quotes from all the major companies pretty much straight away. Over here it's very hard to compare them, and to make matters worse you have to tell them 3 months in advance you're gonna quit their insurance, because if you don't you can't switch anymore for another year.
And that goes for all types of insurance. Car insurance, hell of a lot more expensive, covers less. Even annual travel insurance, you have to quit 3 months in advance.
Weird. In the UK you can change like on the day.
And even when we changed our car, when we bought a new car, we couldn't change insurance without going through a bunch of legal loopholes. Number 3, the blandness of clothes. People need color in this country.
Everything is beige or pastel.
Fashion here is just
Boring. That goes both for male and female fashion. Just finding a simple, plain, nice red shirt, no chance. You'll get, you know, pastel blue or checkered blue or something like that.
and even fashion during the holidays is still black and beige, really.
Yeah. Where's the glitter? Where's the sparkle?
No pinks, no reds, no. I mean, it's the holidays, you expect red. No.
Same for shoes. Boring.
Oh god, I miss shoes in Britain.
Next one on the list, health and safety. Let's just say in Belgium it's pretty much unheard of. And that's at every level. You go to a local fair organized by the town and you'll have electrical cables running all over the place. None of them are taped down, no cable matting, nothing. Why bother? People can just trip over it, it's more fun.
And then building sites.
Oh.
Like, oh my goodness, the stuff we've seen on building sites is
nuts. We had building contractors 2 houses down from us. They were awesome. They pretty much broke every single rule in the book. They had a height worker, no harness, no shirt on, smoking, on and on the ground. It was completely unstable. They actually got the thing completely stuck and then idiotically tried to get it out with a van, which obviously didn't work. It was hilarious to watch.
And not just that, then when buildings are actually built, they are up to fire code, but you'll have no exits on certain parts of the building, which means that if a fire breaks out in a kitchen and there's an office room behind it, that office room can't get out.
Yeah, in the UK you'd have like a glass that you can push out and an emergency ladder that comes down, something like that. Over here, nah, why bother? Same thing with things like access for people with limited mobility. There's just none. They don't care. They put a new building down, it'll have 3 or 4 stories. Does it have an elevator? Hell no! Hell no, no problem. Or, you know, it'll have a really high instep when you get into the building. Is there a ramp? No, usually there isn't. Even on a brand new building. That's not a necessity. While the UK sometimes goes a little bit overboard, as in you literally have to get a certificate to be allowed to use a ladder at work, which is a bit silly. In Belgium there's just nothing, there's no regulations whatsoever. So we actually miss them, because some of them make freaking sense. And you'd think, you know, people might use common sense so you don't need them. Common sense, not very common.
Starting to rain, so we'll take you somewhere else for the last one.
It's raining.
We were hoping to go somewhere else for second part of a walk, but might not happen.
It's raining, it's not gonna happen.
We'll tell you the last thing that we miss about the UK now.
That's gonna sound really odd.
We miss the food!
We do.
We live in Belgium, which by all means has some of the best cuisine in the world. Like, it has the quality of the French and the quantity of the German. You can't go hungry in this country. What we miss is the international food. Back in Sheffield we had pretty much any cuisine we could desire and plenty of choices of restaurants and takeaways, and we miss that. We miss our amazing dim sums. We miss the Indian and Pakistani food, and we miss the spicy food, the really proper spicy food.
And let's be honest, we also miss the convenience of opening Just Eat and just quickly grabbing something and they deliver it to your door.
We could have a range of Chinese takeaways to choose from depending what we were in the mood for. Like, the orange chicken was better in that place, whereas the chow mein was better in that place. It was such a convenience that we really miss. And over here, it has a lot to do with where we moved. We are living in a more rural area. Had we moved to Brussels, the food thing probably would have been less of an issue. Although, some of my friends in Brussels do say, like, the really good dim sums that we had in Sheffield, hard to find still. Yeah, I really want my dim sum.
I also miss fish and chips.
Oh yeah, I miss
nice fish and chips.
A proper fish and chips, yeah. I miss that. And Yorkshire puddings. That said, the fact that we don't have all those different cuisines readily available means that my cooking repertoire has really improved.
Hey, I mean, it was already brilliant. She's a great cook. Oh, she is, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, you know, we cook things from international cuisine more often as well.
It's getting worse again. Thought it was getting less.
It's crude.
But speaking of good food, there's a little food festival going on today here in Brexodus, so hopefully we'll get our nice food fix.
Yay! So that was some lovely food.
Despite all those things that we miss, and there's a bunch more, we are still very happy that we made the move. There's no regrets on that respect. Follow along if you want to find out more about our life in Belgium. Bye!
Bye!